Hello there. I'm Bernie Miklasz, and this is, of course, The Bernie Show presented by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Hey, a fun series begins tonight at Busch Stadium with the Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and all the other defending World Series champion Dodgers in town to play a Cardinals team that has lost 2 consecutive series. They're going to have to turn things around. Hey, but first, a little public service announcement in case you didn't hear the news by now. We have changed our name. Forget about Sports Hub STL. Get it out. Forget it. Nope. No longer relevant. The new name of our site is STL Sports Central. That's STL Sports Central. And if you want to know why, the reason was for the name change, you can read more from our co-founder, Dave Green, at stlsportscentral.com at some point today. And that's the new web address. It'll be the same thing for me at STL Sports Central. I'll be writing 5 columns and doing 5 videos a week and joining Randy Carrickers on Fridays. You can have access to all the stuff that I do just by going to stlsportscentral.com. Also do a lot for KMOX. I join Katie Wu once or twice a week on Cardinal territory. So I like to keep busy. Thank you. Now let's get started with the Dodgers versus Cardinals, which is among the very best of the old school rivalries, especially in the National League. Perhaps the Cardinals can get above 30,000, 35,000, maybe more than 35,000 per game in the ballpark this weekend. But with the fan base remaining largely ambivalent and not in the mood to spend money in what is sort of an unofficial boycott of Cardinals ownership, I'm not sure what to expect. So we'll just leave it at that. It's a vulnerable time for the home team on the field. The Cardinals are having problems with their starting pitching, and they've been giving up too many runs. And yeah, the numbers are starting to, when I say go down, I mean go down in the rankings. So this is a really, really careful time for the Cardinals, or it's a really important time for the Cardinals. They're in a little bit of rut. It's happening to a lot of teams, but they can't afford to go deeper into the rut. And the Dodgers are in town. And at a time where the Cardinals are having some pitching concerns, from a St. Louis standpoint, that's pretty unsettling because this Los Angeles lineup is fearsome. I mean, it is relentless, and it does a tremendous amount of damage. The Dodgers are second in the majors with an average of 5.7 runs per game. They are second in home runs per game. They are second in on-base percentage, and the Dodgers lead Major League Baseball in batting average, slugging percentage, OPS. Based on the adjusted OPS, Los Angeles has got the best attack in the majors at 29% above the overall league average this season. And it's just a very, very deep lineup. It's not just Ohtani and Freeman, and they're having awesome seasons. But of the 10 Dodgers who have at least 70 plate appearances this season, 8 of the 10 are above average. 7 of the 10 are performing at least 20% above average. And 5 of the 10 are an astonishing 50% above the league average offensively or better. Ohtani and Freeman are sort of the name guys along with Mookie Betts, but Andy Pages, their center fielder, is having a terrific year. Max Muncy's bat has come alive. Will Smith can hit. Kike Hernandez can hit. Teoscar Hernandez can hit. And the Dodgers just never stop. Like, for example, there's no let up. The pressure is always on. You know how some teams, the Cardinals, like in 2024, really, 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 really struggled with runners in scoring position? This year, coming into tonight, the Dodgers, with runners in scoring position, lead the major leagues with a 314 average and a 568 slug. Those numbers are insane. They keep the pressure on, and opposing pitchers don't have a chance to catch their breath at times. So good luck to the Cardinals pitchers this weekend. Now, all of that said, the Dodgers are not the perfect team. Their pitching has holes, mostly because of massive number of injuries. The Dodgers have already used 29 different players through 29 different pitchers through their first 63 games. The Dodgers have placed 17 pitchers on the injured list this season. And those guys, and I updated the numbers from what I talked about earlier this week, 17 pitchers on the injured list this season. and they have collectively missed 911 games. That's amazing. I mean, some of them are back, including Clayton Kershaw, but there's a lot of starting pitchers still out, including the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell, plus Tyler Glasnow, Roki Sasaki, Gavin Stone, and their bullpen. The Dodgers bullpen is missing 5 relief pitchers who were part of the 2025 bullpen that was a big part of why the Dodgers were able to romp their way to the World Series title in 2025. Those 5 pitchers, it isn't that they've moved on. It's just that they're injured. They're Dodgers, but they're on the IL. If you add up all the position players and pitchers who have spent time on the injured list this season, the Dodgers have paid out, I just laugh at this, they've paid out nearly $104 million to those players while those players were on the IL. But hey, the Dodgers can afford it, right? I'll talk about that in my second segment. But first, some words about DraftKings in the daily Pick 6 game. DraftKings covers a wide variety of sports, but if you think you know Major League Baseball, in our area, you better know Major League Baseball. It's time to put your knowledge to use and win some big cash prizes through the daily Pick 6 contest at DraftKings. You just focus on player stats. You select anywhere from 2 to 6 players. You choose whether the individual player or pitcher will go higher or lower on a specific stat line set for his next game by DraftKings. Like, for example, Shohei Ohtani tonight. He's been kind of quiet in terms of homers lately, with 1 in his last 5 games. So DraftKings set a line of 0.5 homers for Ohtani tonight, right? So if you think, oh, well, he's due to go deep, so I'm going to go over 0.5, that would be your play. But if you say, you know what, I think the Cardinals are going to be really careful with him, and I think they'll keep him off the board in terms of home runs. Well, if you believe that, then you would go under 0.5 homers. It really is that simple at Pick 6, and it's a lot of fun. So here's my invitation to you to get into the game to take your best shot at winning money. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Missouri, California, Texas, Georgia, and more. You'll enjoy tracking your selected players while the games are in progress, but the most entertaining part is winning at DraftKings. It's easy to get going. Just download the DraftKings app and open an account. You choose a sport, you pick your players, and go for it. It's winning time. New players at DraftKings get $50 in Pick 6 credits instantly with $5 entry. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use the code STL Sports. That's the code STL Sports for new customers to play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
All right, back to the Dodgers and the Cardinals. According to the payroll figures at SpotRack, which is a salary tracking site, SpotRack, the Dodgers have the largest payroll in the majors at $337 million, but that doesn't cover all of it. The Dodgers have a 40-man luxury tax payroll of $405 million, and because they are already over the luxury tax threshold for their payroll, LA, as of now, will be hit with nearly $157 million in penalties. So let's add all that up. When you add in the competitive balance tax penalty to the Dodgers 40-man payroll, you put those two things together, and this extraordinarily wealthy franchise will be laying out, are you ready? $562 million in payroll-related costs for 2025. The Cardinals, well, $160 million. That's their current 40-man roster payroll count. $160 million. Let's see. Dodgers $562 million. Cardinals $160 million. I think LA's got the advantage there. I could be wrong. LA also has another advantage that's separate from money, and I'm talking about their brilliant work in scouting, drafting, developing players. Not only that, the Dodgers have the largest and most intelligent and most advanced analytics department in the majors. And yeah, old timers out there, and I'm an old timer too, except that I understand the value of really smart analytics. And the Dodgers, it's not bad enough that they're outspending everyone, but they do a great job of outsmarting everyone as well. And that's a killer combination when you've got the financial power and the brain power. So how will the teams like the Cardinals keep up? I got some thoughts on that when I resume, but first it's time for my pep talk to get the guys fired up over Blue Chew. It can help you, gentlemen. It can help you have a more pleasurable and fulfilling life with your significant other. There's no good reason at all to miss out when the help is there for you. And all you got to do is reach out. And this applies to men of all ages, but especially those who are in my age range, which is over 60. The issue impacts a lot of men, and I know all about that. So that's why I'm always happy to tell you about Blue Chew, because I appreciate it. And I appreciate what Blue Chew for what it has done for me. And I want you to discover that too. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for enhanced intimacy. Think of Blue Chew this way: chew it and do it. You will get your first month of Blue Chew free. You're just a few clicks away, and it's easy to get going. Sign up at bluechew.com. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. It's all done online, no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Just order online and you're good to go. Guys, Blue Chew will help give you the confidence you need, and that's important. Got a special deal for our listeners and viewers. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Bernie. That's me. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Bernie. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank you. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Bernie Show. All right, well, how can the Cardinals keep up with the Dodgers? That's what I'm going to talk about in my third and final segment today on the Bernie Show. Financially, it ain't going to happen. The Dodgers blow the Cardinals away in local media contracts, especially television, and the Cardinals cannot compare to LA's revenue base in any way. It isn't even close, especially now that the Cardinals are going to having lower revenues because of attendance issues and things like that. But it never will be close. Among other things, the estimates are that the Dodgers have made about $125 million and still counting, still rising through marketing-related deals in Japan because of not only Ohtani, but Yamamoto and Sasaki and some other, some of the other players the Dodgers have brought over from Japan. They're very, very popular there. And for those of you who think Bill DeWitt Jr. must raise the payroll beginning in 2026 for the Cardinals, well, I agree with you. Why would I not agree with you? Of course, they're going to have to ratchet up the payroll. Now, I doubt that anyone out there, I really doubt it, highly doubt it, believes the Cardinals have a similar revenue pool with the Dodgers, and they can just basically throw down money to try to keep up with the Dodgers. So let me just say this. If there are any people whatsoever who actually think that, what should I say? Well, I offer my thoughts and prayers for your health and hope you recover soon. Anyway, DeWitt will never compete with the Dodgers in the Dodgers league financially. And for the people that are squawking for DeWitt to sell the franchise because, it's just been a nightmare here. The fact that the Cardinals are ranked third in the majors in postseason wins and fourth in the majors in regular season wins since he became the owner in 1996. Well, yeah, sell the team. But no, I don't think he should, actually. I've done videos about that. Well, I got some news for you. Whenever there is new ownership for the St. Louis Cardinals, that ownership group won't be anywhere near what the Dodgers spend on payroll either. So just put that out of your mind. It ain't going to happen. So what's the realistic answer? Well, you know what represents the answer? You know who represents the answer? That would be Chaim Bloom and what he is bringing to the organization. The Cardinals need to scout better. They need to draft better. They need to develop better. They need to have the best possible setup for their players for training and learning in both the minors and the majors. The Cardinals must greatly expand their technological capabilities. They need a smarter and larger and more funded analytics department. And payroll efficiency is a must. If you think payroll efficiency is code for being cheap, well, I'm sorry, but you don't have any idea what you're talking about. All due respect, you really don't. The desire for payroll efficiency, and what amazes me is that so many Cardinals fans have forgotten the history. The desire for payroll efficiency was DeWitt's goal when he recruited Jeff Luhnow to the St. Louis front office. And with Luhnow's methods for identifying draftable players and developing those players and giving them all the equipment and all of the instruction and everything they needed, the Cardinals had a really, really good supply of homegrown talent to give the team the excellent payroll efficiency or the improved payroll efficiency that DeWitt correctly sought. And from there, because they were developing their own players, they had more money to spend on players from the outside. And that's how DeWitt spent the money to bring in players from the outside to kind of supplement the talent that was already developed within by the Cardinals. But do you really want to know what payroll efficiency stands for? The answer, very simple. Number one, do not spend foolishly. Do not waste resources. Number two, spend wisely and make the best use of those resources. And number three, it is absolutely mandatory to draft and develop good players, especially starting pitchers. Yeah, it's that simple. It's that simple. And the question I've always had, and I'm going to ask it again, if somebody is a Cardinals fan and they want to see him do well, why would you want to see them spend money in such a dumb, stupid way? How does that move them closer to the Dodgers? By the money that they do have, and they have considerable resources, by throwing a lot of it away because you don't know what you're doing. And you haven't had a good minor league system as far as getting players ready for the major leagues and all the resources that they should have, but they have not had. So why wouldn't you want those things? Why wouldn't you want the Cardinals to spend wisely? I mean, that's what Bloom was recruited to do, because if the Cardinals are going to compete with teams that have a lot more revenue and financial muscle, the Cardinals also have to maximize their farm system operation, do a much better job of spending money, and they're going to have to get a lot smarter in the front office, including the analytics department. See, we're already seeing some of this season because the Cardinals, with a $140 million payroll, are winning more games. Actually, it's between 135, 140 million. They're winning more games than teams that have spent $200 million or more on payroll. I mean, this is a partial result because the season's only on June 6th. But this is an example that you can do better than some of the big boys, even though they are outspending you. The 2025 Cardinals aren't as good as the 2025 Dodgers, but here's a little nugget. Since April 11th, and that's a long time ago now, right? The Cardinals actually have a better record than the Dodgers since April 11th. And it's the Cardinals, not the Dodgers. It's the Cardinals who have the National League's best record since April 30th. See, if your organization is intelligent on baseball-related matters, all baseball-related matters, it can level the playing field. Thank you for watching The Bernie Show. Have a great weekend. We appreciate DraftKings for presenting The Bernie Show here on STL Sports Central. Thank you.